Hey world, welcome to another episode of Live, Laugh, and Lovey. I am your girl Lovey, and we're back in the living room with our usual suspects. We got Joe and we have Iva with a special guest, my girl Erin. We're here to unpack this week's episode of Insecure. Usually we would have our snacks and our drinks, but tonight we decided to just go ahead and get into it. Hey ladies.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. So this week's episode, Key Trippin.
Yes.
One-liners. Did anybody happen to catch any?
Molly was tripping. Let's talk about that later. But
one-liner, Early Shirley.
Shout out Kim Fields.
Right.
Early Shirley. Y'all going to Mexico?
Y'all going to Mexico too?
Right. Because I got on the wrong plane once.
I got on the wrong plane once.
And the wrong marriage too. 25 years.
Oh, right.
Since he took all my years, I'm taking my days back. One day at a time. This is day 3.
I thought it was day 2. I thought it was day 2 or something like that.
It wasn't day 2? No, she said this 3. Is day 3. Yes,
oh, she was on day 3.
Yes. A hot mess. A hot ass mess.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that was a mess. I didn't like her hair either.
I liked her hair. I liked it. I wasn't ready for it to be dark, but I liked it better than that blonde she used to wear. I don't know what she was thinking about with that shit.
I don't like her with short hair. I think that's what it is.
She looked cute with short hair. I like her with short hair than with long hair or. You know what? When she had the dreads, I had to adjust to that because she hid it for so long, you know. Mm-hmm. So
because that blonde was tearing up them edges like Lil' Kim. That shit used to be looking nappy. It was not.
She had the dreads when she was on Living Single too.
Yeah, but she started them, but they were under wiglets, and I was so appreciative.
You and these wiglets.
Wiglets. I was so appreciative. So appreciative.
Okay, so what about my driver was like 80 years old and he was telling stories about sleeping with Loretta Devine?
At first I was like, wait a minute, who's Loretta Devine from? And I was like, really?
Hell no.
I mean, nothing wrong with her or anything, but I had to.
But she has a son.
So I was just like, Loretta Devine, where we know her from?
Right.
Wait, exhale. Okay.
Yes.
Exhale.
I hope he's not watching.
All right. He is. I think my favorite one-liner of the show was, should I be, when Molly asked Tokyo Drift, should I be concerned about Lydia? Is she going to try to fuck me later?
Oh,
Yes, because she kept asking, we said she kept asking all those questions and telling Molly she's beautiful and she's fucking gorgeous. Oh, she's a fucking saint, right?
I can't. She was just way too, it was so much overuse of the word fucking. Everything was
in every line.
In every line.
Well, that word replaced the N-word because they didn't say the N-word the whole time this episode.
Well, she didn't have anybody in common to say it with.
Right.
She could have said it in the beginning to herself or something. I mean, because she did have to go like to a meeting and, but I mean, you're right.
Don't she talk to herself?
No, Issa. Molly needs to, actually, Molly doesn't need to talk to herself because she would give herself bad advice. So let's just scratch that out. I was going to say Molly needs to talk to herself, but she doesn't. That heifer, Lord, she's low-key tripping for real.
Yeah, she is. But then it's like you said last week, Iva, when you asked whether or not Molly had seen Issa at the restaurant.
Yes. Yes.
And
where's the episode low-key petty? Because that's her.
That's a good one, low-key petty. Because she said, her one-liner in that scene was like, she seen me like I was an employee at work.
And walked off.
She was like, she the one that's wrong. Really? Okay.
Her face was correct, though. Was it not? Because she saw her and looked at her and stood, and then she said, "Oh, here we
Here
go."
we go. Right. I'm
Yes,
like,
Here
trying
we
to
go.
type on
So
her
you
phone.
ready?
Yes, trying to type on her phone like she was ready, and then was wondering why she didn't hear that little bell on the door like it was opening. Ding, ding, ding. You know, she turned around. Issa was getting back in her little bucket and was about to bounce
oh,
on her
not the
ass.
bucket. Why it gotta be a bucket?
What bucket? She got a
She
key
got
or
a
something.
I mean,
car.
a vehicle. It's a vehicle.
Her
Here
car
we
is up
go.
to standards because she drives Lyft. You can't drive a
Levels.
bucket for Lyft.
Oh, that's. Excuse me. I beg to differ. I've seen it. If I tell you, I was coming from the club one time, and they had the little light on or whatever in front of, and that shit, that muffler was. I said, "Oh." I said,
Ooh.
"Jay didn't do the inspection on you, Pooh. I need
You
to
know
take a
what?
picture and report that."
I agree because I just recently in a car. Was it Lyft? It was Lyft, and I was like, it had to been like a 03,
Yes. How did
04
disqualify
Really?
her?
Yeah. Yes, it really was. I mean, it was cleaning inside. Don't get me wrong, and it moved, but still, I was like,
Moved.
It moved. It got you where you needed to go.
it did. But the outside, I was like, they letting
Hey,
what? And the person had hella stars though. They did have a lot of good stars on their thing. Just anyways, let's segue back.
they was making up. They was making up for the clunk or whatever. When you press the radio, they gotta press the button, so it can zip down the line like an 8-track.
I'm just I'm just saying that, it does happen. But Molly basically, like we said, she was waiting for Issa to call and apologize. And as we know, last week, Issa said she was not going to do that. And when she saw him, here we go. You started off aggressive. So why would I want to apologize to somebody's already being aggressive?
Well, but she didn't even see her say that because we saw that last week. Right. We didn't even know she had turned around and looked. You know what I'm saying? That's what we were wondering. Like, oh, I wonder if she saw her or what she did. And that's why we got into our conversation about that. But now that we see it from Molly's side, we see that Petty Betty saw her. And we see that Petty Betty was ready. She was
Petty Betty was ready.
Betty was ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. She was just petty, but Petty Betty got her face correct and that's what pissed her off because Issa chose to get back in the car like Joe instead of walk in there like me.
And see, when she did get back when Issa did not come in, that hurt her feelings. That got her. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can get people in a different way.
It hits differently.
It really does. And
it does. But see, the pettiness about it is that you wouldn't care and you wouldn't wonder if she knew or not. But see, me, I want to see her be mad. Huh? That's the
but see, the me, I already know how I'm getting you. I'm digging in because I'm being silent. Because I'll be like, oh, she over there mad because I ain't called. I ain't said anything. She mad.
So, Erin, how would you feel if you and your very best friend were at a crossroads, right? Where both feel the other is wrong and neither one of you wants to apologize. And you were sitting in a restaurant, like the both of you's favorite restaurant. You were inside and then your bestie was on her way in. You saw her, but you turned your head, acting like you didn't see her. But then you see her getting back into her car. How would you feel?
That's hard because if it's my best friend, like I would have to speak. I'm not built like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we have just come to a mutual agreement that we done, then you invisible. I'm not even looking back to see if you see. Because for me, if I'm trying to get back or get closure, I'm just going to keep moving forward. And I can assume, I can make up then. I'm like, oh, she was sitting over there mad, or she was hot, or she left, or whatever. But if I look back, then it's confirming, oh, she ain't bothered. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just to keep my sanity, I'm going to pretend like she bothered. I don't have to confirm it. I just, I'm not built like that. I promise. Like, either we go talk or not. I especially like with females. Now, when it comes to being petty with guys, it's a whole nother other. But with a female, I don't have that kind of energy.
I feel you.
I think that if you know some other background too, part of it, the best friend, which would be who you're thinking about, or you would be blew up the other best friend's spot at her event. Like went off on her, started going off like at her event. I wouldn't have done that either. Of course, I don't think it would have come to blows, but there probably would have been a lot of shoving or something.
You've been wanting to fight. You've been wanting to throw bows since all that went down.
For real. You really.
But yes, that makes me mad.
But Aaron, so one of the friends, let's say, okay, out of two besties, one friend doesn't see they're wrong in it though.
Yes.
At all.
At all.
Well, I mean, so if I felt like, okay, Lovey, because, you know, we real good friends. So if I felt like you had an attitude and I don't think that I did something wrong, I would still be like, okay, what's wrong with you? Why you acting like that? Or whatever. But I don't know. I just couldn't not address it because that's what friends are for. Friends should be able to talk to each other.
My point exactly.
Or get an understanding.
Yeah.
But we're not necessarily, you're thinking at the ages you are now. Think back when you were 30.
Oh, well, when I was 30, I carried big scissors. Like, I just cut people off and didn't even lose sleep. I mean, like what you cut the ribbon with when you open the city. That's how
Girl.
That's how big my cutoff game was. Like.
See, I think that, but I don't think it really, to me, depends on the age of the person. I think it depends on where that person's at in their life. Yeah. Because we got people right now at 60 still being petty Betty on that same level.
Church.
So if me and you are basically, we know that basically they're on a different path of growth. If my growth is I'm here, because we're going back to these levels. If my growth is here, my friend is here, and they're not seeing it, then that's where we're going to have conflict at that point.
There's levels of pettydom.
So, where they're both at right now is one person's acknowledging they did X, Y, Z, but is not ready to have that conversation because they know what they're dealing with. So Issa knows already what she's dealing with. So that's why she like, no, I'm not about to have that conversation with her. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I would have been like, if I seen you, I'm not going to talk to you because I already know it's going to go down. You still going to be pointing and saying, you, where you're not even owning up to your part in it.
Yeah.
True.
I think that she's ready to have the conversation. She's just not ready to be the first one to call again. Because that's what she's used to doing, is calling. And then when she does that, first thing Molly does is jump and be like, girl, I accept your apology. And that's not how it would go. Issa will be like, no, I'm calling to be like, let's just talk about it. I don't think that, I should be the only one apologizing. And yeah, you're right. Then Molly would be like, but you cried. So I think Issa's just like, I'm just not calling. Let her call this time. So that's going to be a long ass wait. Because
no. I don't think it's going to be a long wait. I think it probably be like a week, like let's settle down. And even if Issa does call her and has that conversation with her, it's like, listen, this is where I'm coming from. You knew I was doing this. You knew I needed a performer. And so when he asked me, hey, you need anything, that's what I did. You call it using, I didn't use this person. This person asked me. Mm-hmm. Because I asked you if you can ask Andrew, and you told me no.
You made up some stupid rule. Like she said, you made up some stupid new rule.
Right. So since you did that, now we here. Now they, her and Molly are at here. And so now if Molly's going on vacation, Andrew had to tell her, no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think she was, yeah.
She said, actually, Molly said, okay, I don't want to talk about it in her home. Cool. We're not going to talk about it no more. Now we get to the vacation. You having a good time. You enjoying yourself. You doing things.
What kind of things is she doing on
Sexual.
this vacation?
She doing sexual things, the things that, you know, whenever anybody goes out on vacation, if you with another partner, you going to explore.
That started on the plane. Hello.
Yeah, but
Hello.
I mean, if you want to play with somebody and it's just the two of you in a row, come on, let's see.
And a blanket.
My club.
Honey, Economy Plus. They got all the benefits. They got all the
Economy
benefits.
Plus?
They got all. He ordered that blanket, Tunty, and put that nice blanket on her lap and gave her a little plain love with his head. Hunty.
Okay.
Ordered her drink, her little sipping drink.
Is that service charge for this Economy Plus? I need to figure out how to get that.
On United, there's a charge for it.
On United,
there's a charge for it.
It's worth all that money, but yeah. Honey, that plane ride was steamy. Okay, it was steamy.
You said that was steamy. To me, what was steamy was the outside terrace.
Yeah.
See, just seemed so fake to me because first off, if it's that good, I'm not gonna be standing straight up.
Well, that was. We know that was the.
He had to be in it. He was in it.
She was standing straight up.
Straight up, yeah.
Hey, we don't know what he was working with.
You need to put that arch in your back. Well, he got to be working with a monster or something. If he asked her the very next day, you able to make this 3-mile walk?
That couldn't have been that might not have been a monster. That could have been the time.
That could have been ego.
No, because she was like way to grin though, Aaron. she was like, that's called bragging. Yeah, she was like way to grin.
The only thing I didn't like in that scene was the whole like choking. I'm like,
okay, so I used to feel that way too.
Hello, welcome to the dark side.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for those that are watching and you know me.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You ain't sorry,
Mama. I am. I'm not trying to be all that, but shoot, when he did, I'm telling you, I'm writing my little notes.
Because when I saw that, I was just like, okay, I know it. Okay,
I'm just saying, like, to me, that is like, okay, since you're talking about, no, I'm saying that even if she Lovey's over here talking about her, you know, it wasn't really realistic. So for me, it wasn't really realistic with the choke. That's what I'm saying. That didn't seem realistic. It was like all of a sudden you rolling eyes and he about to choke. Like, come on now. You should have been more of like that climax to that level. But I'm like, okay, whatever. Asian babe, Andrew, Andy, whatever. He giving it to you.
First of all, I was juiced that they was even showing that type of stuff. And that Asian babe, where's Ja? Asian babe had the swag for that because that's some kind of knowledge to know. And you did that wrap around, that reach around. So even if he's not working with a whole bunch, he is multitasking because I'm pretty sure this hand was somewhere else. That was trying to do something else, and he was rapping. Her teeth. She was fine. She was alright. She was alright. She didn't make it to the dinner that night. She was alright.
Is she still a virgin in real life?
That's a good question.
Yes.
Last time she had a boyfriend though.
Yeah, right. She got a boyfriend.
Yeah, she did. She because Tokyo Vanity is not anymore. Because she was the other famous one that I knew.
Yeah.
Her and her, but Tokyo Vanity is not anymore.
Because I was, I don't know. It was her, that scene. Now, I don't know if we jump in, we probably jump into the other scene. But, you know, when she backed that ass up.
Oh, when she sat on his face?
Yeah.
Okay,
so she told him, Aaron, she came out in this, I like her little outfit. With the,
I don't like dark on dark. That's the only thing. I don't like dark on dark.
Her lipstick got on my nerve.
That too. That's what I mean. Dark.
I hate seeing that chocolate lipstick on dark skinned girls.
Yeah,
I hate that.
It does not compliment. Yes.
I came out. I said, she got the outfit on. I said, this is a blindfold type of scene. Lo and behold, here come the blindfold. She asked him, what you want me to do? I want you to take control or something, right? Or do whatever
tell me what to do.
Tell me what to do. And she said, okay, well, first, you got to eat this
And she turned around and she backed it on up.
And spread them cheeks and plucked that shit on Asian Bank's face.
But he looked like he was lightweight hard though. Did y'all catch that?
No. Let me go back and rewind.
I rewound that. I was like, oh, wait a minute now.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. You know, they say they be having some faux pas.
Let's go back to the part. Okay, so he said, okay, what'd you bring? So she was like, I brought this. So she has her underwear, her bra, and some massage oil, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, that's it? He pops out with a vibrator, butt plugs.
The balls.
And was it something else he had? Or was this 3 items?
A pink butt thing.
Yeah. So a butt plug.
But he called it a pink butt thing. I got the pink butt.
So she was like, man, I knew I should have got that feather on sale. I'm like, this compared to a feather? Look, goes back to our, no. There's
levels.
There's levels to it. You tickling what he got. I'm like, butt plug alone, like, whoa.
Yeah.
A little too much for me, but to each his own on that one.
He was like, I think I misunderstood the assignment.
Right.
Aaron, you okay?
Aaron sitting here like, this
because I mean, so okay, clearly I don't watch the show that often, but I watch y'all's show every week. So I'm like, wait a minute, this is all new. We have not had this discussion before. Like, wait. So I mean, I'm not put off by the topic in itself. It is what it is. No pun intended with my shirt, but I'm just like, wow, all it is, like, this is like, we talk about the same show that I've been watching y'all talk about for 3 weeks.
Yes. This episode.
So I guess it was a whole vacation. Like, okay.
It was a vacation for real, and when I said they was in it, or we said they was in it, they were in it. It started from the plane.
But we must say, like, this season, there's a lot of sex scenes. There's, especially with Issa. We see her, her in the airport dude. They went from position to position. So you see, her doing something. And then you got Molly. Because Molly has always had some type of sex scene. She's always had, So now you see her on vacation having sex. That's all it is. But when he popped out with that vibrator, you could tell she was thrown up like, oh, we doing that? Oh, a feather? I was just like, a feather? Come on. He popping out with tools. You tickling. you straight tickling with a feather. No, he got straight tools. There's a difference between the two.
He came with the hardware.
Yes.
I was tripping because when she pulled out the panties and the undies, I didn't know that was massage oil in the middle. I thought that was the remote control, with the thing that goes inside the panties, and then she was gonna give him the remote control. I didn't know if that was massage oil, but yeah, she was her little sex game, or how they on different levels. He is here and she was like here. She talking about feathers, and he brought out the hardware, the tools,
But let me ask you this. They're relatively new into their relationship. Is that healthy to break that stuff out already?
No, that's fine.
So what you got going. So don't let me.
Oh, all right.
Don't let me give you
You gotta know, and that's the best time, right? Because you're on vacation, you start learning each other, and all she had to do was say no. You see, she didn't say shit, but
he don't have to wait till vacation to bring out the tools. Yes, he didn't need to wait till vacation to do that. But they're at a resort. It's like cool, first time. Okay, cool. It is what it is. I just need her to not bring out feathers. That's all I'm saying.
You and his feather.
That doesn't even match up at all. She may need to go read up and study, because if he's bringing out all of the equipment and everything, and all you can come up with is a feather.
And they were brand new items still in the box.
Yes.
They better be.
Yes.
Look, thank you. Yeah, don't.
We don't want no used items.
Don't come to your dishwasher safe bag like it's ready.
Dishwasher safe.
hell no. No, thank you.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No.
But
needs
to
to
answer
be
your question though, Lovey, yes, we need to know in advance, because if they were sexually incompatible, I would want to know that up front.
Yes.
Don't have me getting feelings and then I realize, oh, you a different type of no, I'm not. Like then you stuck. Like, okay, either you gonna have to adjust or y'all always gonna be incompatible. So don't, please put it on me first and I'll develop feelings later. That way, because it ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Like, I need to know.
Let me know up front. I used to talk to somebody who had a Bobby sock fetish. I did not understand that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm out. Yeah, man. Bobby and see,
Bobby socks, like
the socks you put on
with the pom-poms.
But see, I didn't wear those. I wear the ones like the little footies. But he considered them Bobby socks. But we decided to watch TV one time, and the lady had the old, like the fold down ones, like we used to wear to church. And he asked me if I had any of them, and I said, I'll be right back. Yeah, I ain't seen them since. That scared the shit out of me.
I'm thinking that you wouldn't go put the socks on. Sorry, I thought you put the socks on.
No, I knew she was going like, okay, yeah. I'm going out for a loaf of bread.
That's
some
cigarettes. Going to get a pack of cigarettes.
Dad? Yeah, that. Ooh,
I thought she was gonna be like, you know what? Let me just see what's gonna be like. Okay,
nah, I'm okay.
No, because them kind of fetishes, and with it being introduced that soon, it's gonna go up. So if this is where, like, if you're starting here, okay, look, now I'm on levels. If you're starting here,
girl,
on day one, where else is this going? Like,
right, and I'm good. It's okay. Might want to introduce other stuff. We'll have to fight to get about. See, fight.
Why we about to fight again? You fighting the dude over because he trying to hit it
with Bobby socks. Yeah,
I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I probably would. I would have been curious to see, and then I would have been like, "I'm done. I'm cool."
I would have. That's the easy one. I would have tested that out. I would have.
No, he showed me. I told y'all he showed me the video. So when he showed me a video,
no, you didn't say that part.
Yes,
what video?
I did. No. Yes, I did. I said he showed me a video
of the socks, though,
and the lady had the socks on.
Yeah. No. I'm saying I would have been like, okay, and see, and then where I want to be like, this uncomfortable. I can't.
Yeah, I was okay after you had a whole video of it. I'm all right. I didn't want to know what else.
That seems like such a harmless fetish, though.
Yeah, that's how they start. And like Aaron said, that was the beginning. So you try, and then I used to wonder why when I would see him, he would like if we would kick it, he would always like look at. I thought you was checking like girls do. We might check your shoes. I'm like, why is this nigga checking my shoes? But he would be checking
your socks,
my socks. So then I had on boots one time, and he was like, "But you couldn't wear shoes in this house." So I had on boots one time. We had gone out, and he was cool like that night. We just went and hung out and stuff. And he's like, "You want to come back? Oh, come in, whatever. Oh, you can't have your shoes on me. Okay, no problem." I took the shoes off. He was like, "Oh," I was like, "What is going on?" Not knowing it was the socks. It was the socks. And he said, anytime I wore, and I was like, why you be on me like all the time? Well, I thought that's a sign. What's a sign? When you wear the socks, that's a sign for me.
But see, that would concern me only because I'm gonna need, okay, if that's gonna be a thing for you, I need you to only be excited when you see my feet in socks. What are you gonna do when you're going out in the world?
And I don't know.
And then you see other women's feet. And then honestly, that's a little creepy, the fact that he want the dolly socks or the little Bobby socks that we wear to church, because kids wear them.
I wish him the best.
All right. So back to Molly and her selfish ways. So I took it that Molly was trying to take over and do what she wanted to do as far as a trip, because the brother had done everything, arranged everything as far as the trip. Where she tried to like, oh, well, can we just go off and do our own thing when we first get there? And, he kind of had to point out to her, hey, my brother laid out everything, let's go ahead and start it off right. Yeah, okay. And that was when they were at the house. But then even when they got on the plane, can we just go to the room and oh no. Take it back even further. When they were at the house and she was putting out everything that she was planning to bring, she had no intentions on bringing no kind of pants.
No, she didn't.
Like
Only bathing suits, right?
You know you're gonna be around the brother. You don't even want to make a good impression by bringing at least one, like he said, at least one pair of pants.
Why you need pants in Mexico?
And that's what she said.
But
that's exactly what she said.
Right, but she was meeting his brother for the first time.
I get bring something like, a dress. Is that an Asian thing? Is that a custom or something that I'm missing?
No, she was planning to bring bathing suits for the whole trip.
And lingerie.
Oh, well. I wouldn't have brought pants, but I would have brought a nice dress or something casual.
Yeah, no, she wasn't planning on coming out the room, but besides with him.
Oh, well, that sounds like failure to communicate. Because if you put it to me like it's a vacation, and we got one of those luxury suites or whatever where I don't really have to get dressed other than in my swimsuit or
Well, no, but he told her from the beginning that his brother likes to plan out everything. And she was like, oh, why, well, I just want to sit there and chill, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, it's kind of nice that he does do this. And so when they stepped into the to the hotel, basically they met the brother and the sister-in-law, and he basically went over the night activities. He said they were going to go watch the sunset with a massage. Then they was going to go to a restaurant with ceviche. Then they were getting massages.
So what's she tripping about? Now, I get that you want to have some quality time and alone time with her, but it's no different than, because I cruise, so you constantly around people. There's always an itinerary, and if we're together enjoying those things, why does it matter that Bobby Joe or whatever, I don't know what his name is, but you know what I'm saying, is yeah, she bugging a little bit. What's this? Low key tripping.
Low key tripping.
Right. Well, the brother did.
Second of all, who paid for this?
The brother.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do exactly what he planned. Oh, he planned this. He paid for this. Okay, he paid you to have a good time and follow his itinerary.
She was invited. You're right. She wasn't not like a tag along, but you are in addition because you're new, so you're meeting. You know them, and the brother was kind of overstepping because he was like, all right, I know you guys want to unwind, so meet us back down here like 15 minutes. And
Andrew was like an hour.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift was like an hour.
Yeah,
right.
This Tokyo Drift is killing me.
Right.
But I'm just Tokyo Drift.
But I'm saying, if somebody plans my vacation and I get to see the itinerary and the things that I'm like, ooh, we went to sunset, we go get ceviche. Oh, yeah, I'm there. Now you get to pick what you want to do. You don't have to do everything, but still, where are you going to go somewhere somebody plans out some nice stuff like that?
Yeah, because it's not like the items or the activities were boring.
No,
they were fun.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, again, she being selfish.
Yeah, and I think even in that scenario, based on the itineraries that, y'all said, it still allows for that intimacy. It's not like, y'all sitting together playing cards. Y'all just, it's two couples engaged in, getting a massage and whatnot. So, you're going to be laying next to him. Then, they might not be right there up on you. So, you can have your little intimate conversation, talk a little trash, whatever that couples do. But be appreciative because, baby, let me tell you something. If he tell me that his brother, which he don't have, but if his brother plans and books a trip for us, I'm packing my suitcase and his. I be like, because he on the road, so I be like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna pack your clothes because mine already done. Like,
I got you. Let's go.
Exactly.
I think I was wondering about how Andrew, how Andrew is with Molly. I think we see that in how he is with his brother because he's used to letting his brother plan all the stuff. So he's probably used to going along with what his bossy brother does, because his brother kind of bossy. And
Was he
Molly's
bossy or
bossy.
just excited?
He's bossy.
Or was he organized?
He's organized
and bossy. He was bossy.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
like
one of those
things.
Yeah, his own wife was like, calm down.
Right. So you get off the plane, I meet you, hey, they're gonna meet here in 15 minutes. No. Let me relax a little bit. Let me enjoy my room before I get to the next. Which they never came back though, because they was on the terrace having lots of fun. So by the time the next day, they had no choice but to go along with day 2 activities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was that 3-mile hike straight up the mountain.
Up a hill.
Yeah.
That wasn't a hike, no. They had to run up the hill.
Who plans a vacation to run?
But how they came down though was fresh. Oh yeah, some people actually go to vacation.
I'm not ziplining.
Ooh, I want to so bad. I want to zip line so bad.
And not from where they were. Like, no, I zip line over a pool from 10 feet high or something. Don't have me. No.
But then you need to go zip lining in Vegas.
Yeah, you do. They got levels in Vegas. They got the little one, and then they got the Superman. And I've done both. Yes.
Kudos to you. I'm going to the kid side. I'll be right over there. I'm kid size anyway, so they ain't gonna know. They are not gonna know it's a grown woman over here playing in the kid section. Like,
no.
Man, my 8-year-old did it, so come on now.
He's your child, so.
Hey, I ain't either you do it or not. What you gonna do? There's a choice.
Just don't put that on my itinerary.
Man, because she was like, how we gonna get down?
That looked fun though.
It did. It looked super fun.
And it doesn't last long. That's the thing about it. Once you go through, you're done. It's like the way. Theirs like it's probably about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, because the length of it. But once you go, it's done real fast. You be like, oh, the excitement is afterward. Like, oh, I did that.
That's exactly what she did. I did it.
He was like, yes, you did.
Even though she kind of thinks she peed on herself a little bit.
Did she say that, or did the sister say that?
No, she said that.
She said that.
I peed a little bit. Yeah. She said, I think I peed a little bit.
And that's what kind of messed it up for me though, because that happened to old girl in Girls Trip. Remember when they was ziplining in Girls Trip?
Yes.
Both got stuck up there. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm cool. I know it was a comedy. It's a movie, but
oh, it happens. I'm pretty sure. It definitely happens. And I would not be up under there. I'd be on the side like, look. Definitely look. Yeah.
All right. So, the pool scene.
Oh. Okay. Go ahead and set it up, Joe. Miss Erin.
Okay. So in the pool, Molly and let's back to so Andrew's sister-in-law, they were all sitting there talking, and somebody splashes her in the eye. So Molly went to go get a towel. Granted, that was a huge towel. It could have been like a
right, and she only went like this. She went like this.
And gave it back.
Right.
I went through all of that for that towel, bitch. You better wipe your whole head.
You could have dunked your head. You could have dunked your whole head under the water and would have been fine.
Right. I mean, it was a big beach towel.
This part was dry on your outfit. You could have went like that. Hell.
No. So Molly stands in line and she goes for a towel, and the lady was doing her job, was like, do you have your room key? And she was like, I'm staying in a hotel. And she was like, sorry, ma'am, we need your room key. I just came up from the pool. Yeah. So she was like, you just gave the white people a key towel. You're not gonna give it to me. So the lady was like, I don't know what you were implying, but that's not, I'm doing my job, basically. So Molly starts getting all up irate about it. So until Andrew Brothers comes, and he basically just shows the room key, and that's how they get the towel. So when they're in the the pool, Molly comes back all irritated because of what just happened. And she was like, I think she was like, I think she said lightweight racist. That's what she used. I think the word was like that. She was being lightweight racist. And the brother was like, well, let me do devil's advocate here. What if she was just doing her job? Because clearly she was doing her job. And so Molly was like, what do you mean? You guys, it's always convenient for you when you something like it's convenient to you use the race card when somebody does something to you. And so then everybody, Andrew said something, the sister-in-law was like, whoa, what you mean?
Yeah, she was just like, oh no.
Yeah. She like,
no,
not
that part. Not that part. She said, oh no, it was that part. But she was just like, oh no.
Right. And so the brother says, I've experienced racism too. It's on how you deal with it. She was like, it's how you deal with it and how you, deal with things. And she was like, it's easy for you to say that. So at this point, every time when the brother would say stuff, it was how the brother was approaching her.
Yeah.
She was getting irritated more and more until she got to watch about F you, which was really wanted.
To the brother.
So,
right. And
then
there was right. And then there was a point where Andrew and the brother were speaking in their native tongue. And so Molly was just like, hello, I'm still here. Y'all need to speak English. So then the sister-in-law, Lydia, was like, oh, no.
So is the sister-in-law Asian too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that would have bothered me because every time they would speak in their language. And if you're standing right there, you don't know what's going on. You don't even know what they're saying. I can see somebody speaking the language say, hey, I just said such and such. They would have a little conversation and then go right back to, it's like, you gotta, you realize somebody's right here that doesn't understand the language at all.
I'd have been okay too.
I mean, and it's already an argument. You know what I mean? So it's one thing if, it's just casual conversation and because some people, I guess people that are bilingual, they will switch in and out because, it's just their native way, natural way of doing it. But you do have to be cognizant, especially when that's your significant other. You know what I'm saying? You have to be cognizant of that. And because it could be, you need to express your point. And the best way you know how to do it, like you don't have the time and energy to process, your native tongue into English and still let it carry the weight that you need it to carry when you say it. Cool, I get that. But you do need to include that person. Like, look, I just had to tell him what it was real quick, and I ain't got all them English words for it. I had to spin that clink clong real quick.
Clink clong.
I felt like I was at the nail shop. I'm telling you.
Here she goes.
Because you could tell that they was talking about you, just not to you.
No, but they weren't talking about her though.
No, you're right, but you didn't know that. Well, no, because they gave us subtitles.
Yeah.
Okay. And because what he did was he was actually like telling his brother like cut it the fuck out. Yeah, like cut it out. He was cussing his brother out actually. He was like, I'm just asking you, brother. Like I'm just asking.
And
it was basically
again, like I said, he didn't have the English words to deliver the power he needed to. So he was like, let me speak your language, brother.
Well, I think so. I think that even though he did use his native tongue that was his opportunity to cuss his brother out, which he did not do. Because even though, I would say like this, his brother did have a lot of, I agree with the brother, 100%. The way, it was just the way his delivery was. So he was like, let me play devil's advocate. And he was cool until then, but she still wasn't getting it. So when she started getting more upset, he should have pulled back. And that's where that's where he still continued with her, like, how about the lady was doing her job? How about, because we all have encountered somebody like that they always want to say they was racist, and it really wasn't racism. We've all been to a hotel where it's that person that do extra on their job. You're like, damn, you giving everybody else towel. All you do is give a cow out. It ain't that big of a deal. Like, so if you are staying on a resort, somebody's not coming off the street. They're not coming off the street. So you could have just gave a towel. It wasn't that big of a deal. But since you was being extra on your job and doing this what happened, I've encountered that too. I'd be like, really? Had to go back and get the key and then be like, oh, and you just flash a key.
Yeah. Then they don't even look at it like verified name, face, room number, nothing. They just, oh, okay. You could have had somebody else's key.
Right. But the thing is, Aaron, with Molly, she really didn't know. She spoke on something that she had nothing. Right. She didn't know because she pointed out to the girl at the counter, you let those white people have towels and you didn't ask for that key. First off, you were walking up to the counter when they were finished, when they were leaving. So how would you know that they had to show proof? But everything is racist. Everything is a race card with Molly. And
she's one of those.
She's bitter,
absolutely.
Bitter Betty.
And then
everything is carrying over from one thing to the next. Right. It's all meshing. She's just bitter.
Right. And then I think that the conversation, it was a healthy dialogue.
It was.
Mm-hmm. But because he wasn't necessarily rising up, getting mad to her level, engaging in her level of upset, that was pissing her off even more. But then she also wasn't in a headspace to receive what he was saying either.
And so why? But the brother was there the whole time that he's, going back and forth with her, correct?
Mm-hmm. In the pool. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so because that's your girl, you know what I'm saying? Why would you let that carry on? Because you know her better than he knows her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the question. He was trying to pause her. Pause his brother, not Molly. Okay. He was asking his brother to hush.
Right. So this is where I have issues with Andrew. Andrew is passive aggressive. He doesn't. You ain't gotta check your girl, but you gotta learn how to stand and say every time when she says stuff, you can always see him go, well, is it? Oh, it's like, I'm just saying, it's always like that. Okay, so there was a scene where his roommate couldn't get out the garage, right? And so his roommate is, I can't think of his name right now. Nate. So Nathan, basically, the way Molly met Andrew is through Nathan, because Nathan and Issa, that's how they, met. And so Nathan and Andrew FaceTime each other, and he was like, man, I can't get out the garage, or things when they're thing again. We all had the little problems with the garage where the door won't open for some odd reason, the garage door. Mm-hmm. So Issa's in the background, oh, Skippy? Because he got a linen closet, but there's no linen in it, right? And she's like, Skippy? Ooh. And then she's like, there she go again. So her and Nathan back together. All he gonna do is leave her. She should know, blah, 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 and jumps the gun. So Andrew was like, Molly's like, Andrew was like, well, he was dealing with things, right? Because Nathan had ghosted Issa for a month. And she was like, dealing like with what? He was like, mental health. Oh, is he okay? Does Issa know? And his main thing, his thing was, I don't know. It's none of my business.
Yep.
That's what it, and then she shut up after that. But the whole thing is, you jumping gun. That just because I hang out with you don't mean I'm together. That's what Andrew was like. They're just hanging out. All of a sudden, you hang out with somebody, you get back together. So that makes me question. So you hang out with somebody that's your boyfriend? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you have that conversation, is that really your boyfriend? Did you really seal the deal? No.
But according to her, remember, she had to ask for a definition of what they had going on in the beginning, because in her mind, that was boo. But then he bust that bubble and was like, well, yeah, I've been seeing other people. Oh.
Right. And that's what I mean by that. Just because you hang with somebody doesn't mean, until you have that conversation, if we're going to be exclusive, then it's a relationship. But I mean, you do have a relationship, but it's not exclusive to you guys.
Yes.
And so she always jumped gun. And he need to start telling her, hey, have you thought about about some boundaries or your thought process? Because it seems like you go from here to there and you just think certain things. It's the same thing. She just like them black people. I'm going to come out and say it. Them black people, everything is somebody, they racist. That ain't got nothing to do with race.
Right.
They looked at me. They prejudiced. They don't got nothing to do with race. Maybe they just don't want to mess with you. You know what I mean? At that point. So he needs to start, I think he's going to basically tell her, hey, fall back. None of your business. He should have told her, you know what? I see both of you guys' sides, and it seems like both of you guys are wrong. He should have told her that. And I don't think he held that in. Because even when she had said to him, why didn't you tell me? He apologized. And I'm thinking to myself, what you apologizing for?
Yeah, because I wasn't. Well, he said, I'm sorry, but that wasn't. I didn't think. He said, that's not my place. That's not my story. No. Like, he apologized for her feelings, but he was like, that's not my place. That wasn't my thing to tell. And that's what he said, well, does Issa know? I don't know. Are you going to tell her? And he was like, no, that's not for me to tell.
No. I mean, I'm going back during the block party. Remember during the block party, he apologized to her for connecting.
Vince Staples.
He apologized. What are you apologizing for? If you did it, there's no need to apologize. Well, what you should have did was, maybe after you could have been like, hey, I connected those two. Hey, did you, connect them, blah, blah, blah. But if the transaction is not about you, then you should not be upset. And I think that's what he should have said to her, like, what are you really upset about?
Well, I'm just waiting for him to propose to her and for her to sabotage herself. I don't know where you get that from. And I just, I don't know why I think he's going to.
Issa would get proposed before her. I'm just saying.
You think so?
Issa would get more proposed before her. Everybody likes him. It really don't matter at this point. Somebody. It could be airport security dude.
She ain't into an airport guy because remember he just like street booty. She just see him, every once in a while. She like the little chubby ones, except for Lawrence. But
that was the first guy. He was chubby though, because everybody else was fit.
Have another body that was chubby? Oh no. Daniel was.
Everybody fit.
Oh yeah.
Where is Daniel? When is he coming back?
Oh, please don't come back, Daniel. That's gonna throw. Because if she got Daniel, Nate, and Lawrence.
Well, what's the problem with that? If she just dating all of them, that's not a problem. She's not having a relationship. She's not having an exclusive relationship.
Because it's a oasis.
And see, another thing about Molly is
Molly got a broken pussy.
I'll say things about Molly that even though she's very judgmental, that's one thing about her. She judges everything and how people are going to perceive her. Even when she made that comment at work when she was like, don't make me look bad, what you did. So you perceive it, everybody, you perceive this certain things, and then you expect everybody to have the same thought process as you, and it doesn't work like that.
No.
So that's why she felt that Andrew's brother, because we all a person of color, so we all should be, feeling the same way. Nah, because I would have been like, you tripping. You know what? You tripping. What do they know about racism in Mexico? I mean, even if they probably have colorism in Mexico for sure, but what is the racism in Mexico? Because you come to this country. Seriously? Come on now. I'll be like, come on, let's think about it. You about to get mad over a towel?
I don't know. She just has so much stuff just built up, and it's all coming out, and it's being misdirected. And even the next day or that same night, like, even though they supposedly he was cool and he, had taken her side and they went back to the room and they had the fight, you could fit a whole person in the middle of them in that bed. Whereas the night before, you could barely get them off of each other. So, they're both looking at each other like they want to say something. There goes Molly again. She don't know how to apologize. But I'm still glad that dude didn't apologize first because, that's getting on my nerves with him always being like I apologize. But that next morning when she slept in and he came straight in with her nice little drink because he already knew her beverage that I told you I like that he's in tune with her. I like that I just like that. But he came in with that drink.
I need Andrew to have a backbone.
Yeah, he does. He needs a backbone. He needs to let her know. Not put your bone in her. Let her know. Stop putting that bone in there. Let her know with your mouth.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he does that.
He did.
Words, not putting your mouth in munching.
I'm sure he talks too.
A, B, C.
He needs to let her know. Stop being passive aggressive. And we did see how Andrew did switch up when he was around his brother.
Yeah.
He became complacent. Well, let him do. But I'm like, am I saying, if I go on a trip with somebody plan for me, I might act that same way too. Sure.
Really?
Can you plan? You paying for it? Hell yeah.
I mean, he just lost all his swag though.
Well, he's not attracted to me anyway, so.
And that hair. Oh, that hair.
I think if you're gonna cut it all the way. Don't just cut the ponytail. Y'all
better leave Tokyo Drift alone.
No, he did a comment to America. Remember when
he cut the tail off?
Oh, he did.
Just make it nice and neat.
Yeah, nice and neat. And he did. Somebody took his hair and said, and then it just no. I don't even know how she did with all that hair. I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah, and then when it gets hot and sweaty and
that's what I'm talking about. I'd be like,
oh my God. Y'all are just
the only person who has
it.
No, it's true. That's something when you do go outside of your race, there are some things that, it's like, this don't feel the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Like one time I was
hair on top of your head.
One time I was coming home and I was getting out of my car, and this is like one of my old apartments. So it was this Italian guy that lived in my building.
Oh, Fabio.
Yeah, and he had long hair like that, right? So I don't know if he had come from working out or what. He had to have been coming from working out. So when I took my chair out the car, he took the chair out the car. He bent over and his hair was sweating.
Don't do that. Don't fix your face.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it right now.
Why is your hair sweating? Like, pull that shit back.
Stop it now.
Those are the things that we sometimes, even though somebody be like, it's just love. Baby, no. When you've been with a black man, either his hair is cut low, even when you're dealing with somebody that got that, let's just go there, buckshots, you be like, ooh. You're like, oh. Especially when they be on the chest, you're like,
oh.
Oh, yeah.
I do not like taco meat at all.
I don't have a problem with it because I guess every guy I've been with, their hair is straight. So it's not a problem. And it's thin. So I don't have a problem with that.
Well, then it's not taco meat. That's chest hair. But that shit, they be feeling like...
Lovey, fix your face!
Feeling like a...
That's why I said buckshots.
Okay? Like a hairy leg or whatever. I know somebody who shit just sat there like a fist, like a power fist. I'm like, oh.
I'll tell the people.
So
you want to take a no-lie relaxer to it.
No, that fool went to sleep or whatever, and I yank and just came past. He was like, what? Did you feel? What? No, okay. He sat up, that shit fell off with him. I was so excited. He got up to go to the bathroom. That shit, he came back, she was on the bed. He didn't realize, he said till he was...
But it should have been soft, though.
Let me go ahead and finish shaving it off.
But that's what I mean. It's different when, it's just different when, you somebody and you're like, oh, this is a little different. Oh.
That shit I can braid.
No, I mean, it's just like even though, okay, my boyfriend, he's Mexican, but he got a clean cut. There ain't no different than a black dude with a clean cut, so I'm okay with that. Now, if the hair to grow back, I'd be like, let's. No.
Look, where your clippers at?
Right. Where is it? But, I mean, I had, when I was in college, I had this one guy, and he was over there, and he, went down. I was like, down. That's all that matters.
Even if you ain't let him do it again, you let him get that one in. Like, hey, we'll address this in a minute.
Let me hold your ears.
I did not touch the hair. I was
like, touching your hair. Let me hold your ears.
It just felt weird, you know. But this one of the things, you know, I'm like.
Wait, what you do? What you do, Jonay? What you do?
I was like,
Hey, you better play like a man. You know how to.
I did. I did. I was like, we ain't touching that air. You sweating, I'm sweating. Hell no.
Oh my God. Hey, like you said, Joe, at least he went.
Yeah, I mean, it's different, and you got to get yourself accustomed to that. I believe that, and all the people talking about I date outside the race, you know, you have to adjust to that, especially if you've been unless you exclusively date outside the race, but if you deal with all different cultures.
Well, my sister is not married to a black man, and his hair like mine.
But that's different, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about straight, where it gets, you know.
No, we don't know. Please enlighten us.
Where it gets.
Where you gotta lay back and slick.
Where it's just slick. It's just slick versus you used to something with texture. So when you used to that, it's like
that's such a nice way of describing it.
I know. I was waiting. That was very good. Look, we're gonna wrap that one up. We're gonna let you have that one and keep that right there. That was nice and tidy in a box.
There you go.
A shade box.
But like I said, love is love. Whoever you like, whatever you want to do. It's just certain things. If you've been dealing with black men and all of a sudden you go from, you know, who shot you to slick, it's different.
Who shot you? Jiminy Cricket.
Buckshot.
But however, I ain't messing with no buckshots. I don't do buckshots. On your chest or your head, and if I gotta see some creepy colors below, oh no.
Oh hell no.
God.
Oh my God. That's an issue too.
That's the worst.
That's an issue. That shit is old school, like my first porn type shit. That shit that be having like that. This shit it be gross up here, and it be
like, all down the leg.
Yes, that shit be looking like that. What's that plant? The crawling ivy. That shit just be looking like it's just, and it be in patches, and it just be sitting there. It look like you looking at a geographical map of like Africa. You know how they show like the trees and shit. They show like the little texture map. That shit, and they just be sitting there. Oh, be like, how can you find?
Manscape?
Yes, you gotta go like this. You gotta go like this to fucking find where you going.
Manscape.
I'm cool.
Quit.
Manscape that. Because nobody looking at buckshots.
You better turn it into a game. You better turn it into a game. Hey baby, you wanna play something? Let's play something new. Ooh, look, he looks bigger. Ooh, girl.
You stupid.
Hey.
It is an illusion though. It does.
It does. Some people need that help too. We gonna go there.
That's what I'm saying. I don't mess with who shot you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Now what we got to say about Lawrence? The encounter with Lawrence at the airport.
Oh, well, did anybody get the Full House reference when he said he came back?
I didn't.
And she said, what did she say? He said, oh, you got it, dude. And he was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I caught that.
Jonay getting some love.
Always. Every day.
Yes. I did like that. I was kind of wondering about how they're so weird though, because he was real awkward in front of her.
Because he been talking to Issa.
So why I gotta be awkward in front of Molly?
Because he know Molly gonna judge.
You right.
She always gonna make a comment. So he know how her friend is.
You right. And he doesn't know. I wonder if he's gonna, cause I saw the synopsis for next week. I wonder if he's gonna say to her, like I saw Molly, and I don't fuck with her. Find out that part because you know, I know that he knows, like y'all said, he knows how they're close, and probably think that she'll know. But that's what he find out because he doesn't even know that she and Molly don't talk. That's gonna be interesting.
This is
right?
gonna be real interesting. I'm a little disappointed that they're not going into the backstory of the other characters, though. I just knew that was gonna be.
They may.
The next one.
They may. You might show it off. You never know.
Maybe they'll go in depth on them next season once they figure out, Molly and Issa.
Or will the episode be specifically on Lawrence?
Oh. Well, no, because we already see that Issa meets him. We saw that in the
But that's just one encounter.
Season. Yeah, but in the other people weren't in. Well, Issa was in there, and Molly. Well, see, they were only in there for like a minute. Molly was in the end of Issa's, and Issa was in the beginning of Molly's. For like
right, that's what I'm saying. It could be about Lawrence.
Well, why would they do Lawrence before they do the girls?
Because we could probably get the explanation of what happened to him in Condola.
Yeah.
Wait. Just excuse me. How you say it, Janae? How you say it?
We're gonna attempt. She just said it.
Gondola.
My brain is saying condo.
Oh my God, you were so close. All you had to do was say That's all you do. When you said condo.
I'm thinking
condo.
I'm just thinking not Condoleezza, but Condor, whatever, something.
Condor, a plane.
Oh Lord, see a whole. Oh.
I still.
But I was also
gondola.
thinking about this. The big snake, the
anaconda.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, maybe
God.
you was just carrying that from the previous conversation. I don't know, but that's not even close.
Not anaconda. Not anaconda.
Those. Like I told you guys before, those type of names.
What type of names?
Those type of names.
Those type of name. Shaquanda, Kalanda. Those type of names.
You still said it wrong.
See?
Kalanda.
I can't. Those type of names, it just goes over my head.
That's almost bad. That's almost bad as the twins' names. Alopecia.
And we still don't know the other ones.
Right.
Hey,
oh, no.
We still don't know the other twin name. Alopecia and something.
I mean, it's just some type of names that just like, I be like, is that an old-fashioned name? Or did somebody, come up with that name?
I don't know. But
I don't know either.
How do y'all think that she's going to react if he tells her, that he and Condola, damn it.
Condola.
There you go.
It come out.
And she said, oh, Jesus. But, that they kind of broke up,
But she already knows, remember? She knows already.
Know.
Yeah, remember? Because Condola, told her, she's like, Lawrence, I know Lawrence probably told you. She was like, told me what? And Lawrence did tell her.
At the block party.
Mm-hmm.
But did y'all see that he asked her, so how was your block party?
Yeah, I killed that shit.
Yeah.
I made you sound just like her.
I can't wait. I'm excited. I want them to get back together at this point in their lives. But maybe they'll just turn out to be good-ass friends. But
or
maybe we'll have a love triangle.
Or maybe Lawrence is moving to San Francisco.
Oh. So would that, I wonder if that would be a new start. That would be something good, like for season 4, if, season 5, if Issa moved to Frisco with him and started something.
She loves Inglewood too much.
She an LA girl?
No, she loves Inglewood. Let's be Pacific.
Oh, yeah.
Pacific, don't butcher me.
Girl.
No, I wasn't gonna let that go. I was not like no.
I was
Pacific.
Oh.
See, this is why me and Aaron are friends. This is why.
Girl.
Don't. You see, I caught it. Don't come. Yeah. What does Kenya Moore say? Don't come for me. Don't mess up. Me and my SPs, leave me alone.
My whole face.
Is that another name you don't say?
But
my whole face was.
Yeah, like I said,
and
like
wait a minute.
You know what I was talking about. We can stop the recording on that.
We know the ocean. They were on vacation. Look.
Specifically, I was saying specific, okay? All right.
I hope, but I do. Yeah. Well, has he gone to San Francisco more than once? Why did he even go? That's what I don't even remember.
Maybe for a job.
Somebody mentioned San Francisco in a previous episode. I cannot remember if it were a man or if it were a woman. But I want to say it was Issa. Somebody mentioned San Francisco.
Now you're gonna make me want to go back and just look for that.
Because it clicked when matter of fact, I watched the episode last night. And then I rewatched today. And it hit me. I was like, he went to San Francisco. Wait a minute. Somebody else was going to San Francisco.
It wasn't Condola?
No, it has to be Lawrence because Lawrence is in the tech company. He's in the tech business.
I mean, it would only make sense, for him to come. But I want to say that it was a woman that... Was she talking to someone else? Was Issa talking to someone where they were talking about taking, her career or something to somewhere else? Or I could be confusing it with a whole nother story because I want to say that there was. Oh, you know what? I am confusing it.
Oh.
You know that show on OWN? Ava DuVernay wrote it and produced it. With the guy, it's based in LA. I can't. Huh? No, not Greenleaf. It's a new show.
No, the one with him and the girl.
Yeah, he's light skinned and she's dark skinned and she wore an afro. Yeah, okay. Her job took her to San Francisco. Yes, I'm getting it confused.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
I remember that. I like Cherish the Day.
Cherish the Day. That was a good show.
I would like that to come back.
I would too.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that one another time too.
Yeah. But yeah, so next week's episode is going to be interesting. I do hope that it is centered around him.
I'm excited. No, well, you know what? I'm with it because I could stand to learn a little bit more about him and see what he's thinking. Maybe you're right. Maybe it'll tell us a little bit more about him and Condola and show a little bit of their relationship and then show how it affected him that they broke up. Right. And what is the reason that you are telling Issa that you broke up? Is it because you're friends or is it because you're trying to hope something else? What is the reason that you are telling her? Because, she is not with somebody, but she is talking to people at 3 a.m.
And does he even know about Nathan?
Why would he? Nathan's he's not on her Instagram, not like anything to where he would be making just a regular post, but not anything like with heart eyes or, to where he would look and be like, oh, that's
But they've been chopping it up though. So that's what I mean. Like, since they've been chopping it up, how deep in conversation have they gone with it? How much have they revealed?
They haven't. They don't know that each other is, she didn't even know he was dating until the girl mentioned it, until Condola mentioned it.
No, I'm talking since then.
Yeah, no. They just been, I thought he was just like liking her pictures and her stories. I think that was like, that kind of, to where, because I don't see where she would tell him about that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm excited.
We will see. We will see. Well, all right. Well, that will in fact do it for us, ladies. Y'all crazy. I have enjoyed myself. Can't wait for next week's episode. I hope you all are enjoying yourself as well. Definitely keep watching. Continue to join the conversation. Be sure to subscribe here on YouTube. Hit that bell so that you can get notified when an upload has been made. Definitely check me out on Instagram and Facebook, Live, Laugh, and Lovey. And on YouTube, you can catch me under I Am Lovey too. All right, keep watching. Bye, ladies. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.